Hit go live. Hello, YouTube. We're here. Facebook.
Please send a notepad, please. Notepad.
Well, we got time. We're just waiting a minute. Okay. Good afternoon. Happy Sunday. This mic is gonna irritate me. All right, everybody. Hopefully you can hear us pretty good. So we're just gonna stare at the camera?
No, let's wait for the sun to go off.
Okay. Thank you, tech guy. You could probably cut the music now.
All right. Hey everyone, how you doing? Facebook, social media sites, YouTube. We're here. It is now January 21st, 21 days into the new year 2024. We have a few things to talk about. I hope everybody's been having a great new year so far. In the month of January, I hope either losing some weight or beginning some resolutions. We personally don't make resolutions anymore. Do you still make resolutions?
I never made a resolution.
You've never in your whole life you never made a resolution.
No, because why?
The reason 37 years of living, you never made one.
I'll tell you why I don't make. I have goals. And goal when I set a goal for myself, but I don't necessarily do a goal January 1st. My goals might be February 1st. My goal may be to do A, B, C, and
resolution and goal is synonymous. So,
but I don't say. I'm gonna say this. I don't set anything up for myself on January 1st.
So now look. This wasn't the topic. I was just asking. That I found my wife has never made a resolution. Now I have goals. A resolution is a goal. Okay, so we didn't talk about this when we first came back on 2 weeks ago. But let's just talk about this a little bit. If anybody's going to be watching, do people still make resolutions or goals because that's anonymous? Even though my wife says they're not. Do you
anonymous?
I said synonymous.
Oh, you said anonymous.
I said synonymous.
Okay.
But anyway, so what is your resolution or goal? Is it to lose weight? Is it to like make more money, get a better job, make more friends, make less friends, get rid of some old friends?
Find a church home that you both like.
Not that again.
I didn't say nothing.
Not that
I just
again.
said find a church. I just said find a church.
She always try to slip that in, folks, because
I just said find a church home that you both like. Is it grow more spiritually, get a personal relationship with Christ? Is it to make sure you spend more time with your children? What are your goals? What was the question? Do people still set goals?
First of all, do they still make New Year's resolutions? Do people still do that now? Is that a thing still?
I don't know. I don't hear people talk about New Year resolutions anymore. I know at one point it was a fad to do vision boards. I don't know. I haven't heard many people doing vision boards anymore.
Yeah, what happened with the vision? Well, that was a good thing. I actually like the vision boards.
Just talked about culture. Things change over the years. The vision board.
I think people still should do vision boards and really try to stick to it. And I mean, don't get me wrong. We actually created a couple vision boards and it's hard to stay consistent with the vision board, but at least you can always look at it and see what you're doing or not doing. And as they say, for a goal, any goal, it's like you're more likely to hit it if you actually write it down. A vision board is like you're writing it down or you make a picture for it. I think that's really cool if you do that. What do you think?
Oh, it's nice. I think it's a fun activity to do. As a couple.
We didn't do one this year, did we?
We didn't do one last year either. You have slipped up. You didn't initiate because you are, like Pastor said, the man. And so, I was following your lead and you didn't mention it.
Okay, so all right, so she put it on me like we had to make a vision board up. Then that's all it is.
We got a vision in our head.
Actually, take it back. No, that's the whole point. If it's in your head, it's not reality.
So I need to write it down. It is in my head.
No,
I already my goals and I know your goals. What are our goals this year?
Well, actually, we do have a vision board that we are still trying to. It's in our office right now. Every day. So it's a board. We have a goal board.
Oh, it's a goal board.
Yeah, it's a goal board. There's still some goals that we have not accomplished
yet.
Oh,
from 2022. Okay.
It's from 2022. It still doesn't matter if we haven't accomplished those goals yet. Hey, hold on.
So should you write down something that's not
Hold on. I'm
attainable
gonna
for
go
the
off
year?
screen right quick. I'll be right
Where
back.
you going?
I'll be right back with the goal board.
We don't need the goal board, y'all.
I just want to show examples of some goals we did hit.
Oh my gosh, y'all! I'm so sorry that y'all have to see this. It's nothing spectacular. Nothing spectacular, but okay. My husband wants to show y'all. This is his personality. He likes to, I guess you can call it. I'm not gonna say the B word, but
What's the B word?
brag.
Why am I bragging? I'm not bragging.
Okay.
I'm just showing a board. This is an example.
I didn't know that was a vision board.
This is a board. This is a goal board. But anyway,
A dream board, maybe a dream board.
This is let's see. Yeah. Jamal's corporate retirement. This is my retirement plan right here. We only got one checked off right now. One checked off. We still have 3 to go. We made this on August 5th, 2022. August 5th, 2022. That's 2 years. So I still have some things, or we have some things to work on. So this is my retirement plan. So yeah. So it's good to have
So
examples.
what's today's date? January 21st, 2024. We'll follow back up next January and see if anything on that list is crossed off.
Yeah, so I'm not quite retired yet, but hey, it's good to have goals. I think I really encourage people to not only have goals in their head or in their mindset, but just do write them down and come back into them and reevaluate. You know, if you're not hitting those goals.
You know, we forgot to do.
What do we do?
We forgot to do our cheer, our coffee.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Our coffee.
All right. It's time for coffee with Jim and Ash.
Ash.
Boom. Here we go. Take a sip. Okay. But anyway, as we're talking again, we're going to be consistent with this. You know, Sundays at 12 o'clock. Again, we're hoping that we'll get, some people on our lives ask us any questions or just, if they have any things they want to talk about for themselves. We do have a couple of topics today. One thing we're going to talk about is football, right? Football. All right. This is all right. First, I'll let my wife say.
First, I would like to give a shout out and a congratulations to the Houston Texans.
Yeah, good job, Texas.
I am so proud of y'all. You just don't know how happy I was, especially watching that game yesterday when Sims took that kickoff return and ran it all the way back. I was jumping and screaming and yelling. I was like, I felt like we won the Super Bowl. But I'm so proud of the Texans. I think that them this season brought a different type of excitement to the city of Houston that we needed. I can't wait till next year. It's not over. This is only the beginning for the Houston Texans. And again, I just want to give a shout out to them. Go Texans. Can't wait for next year. Also want to give a shout out to Colorado because I know next year they're going to the championship for college football. Texas will go into the Super Bowl all the way. That's what I have to say. That's all that matters with football. It doesn't matter about San Francisco. It doesn't matter about Kansas City Chiefs. It doesn't matter about conspiracy theorists who think that the NFL is rigged.
Yes. Well, I don't know why she had to lead me in like that. Why you lead me in like that?
Because you think it's rigged.
Yes, I do think it's rigged.
It's
all
not.
right. Here's my thing. Okay. At the beginning of the season, and they've been doing this for the last couple of years now. At the beginning of the season, they always have Super Bowl 19, 20, or 50, whatever, right? And then they have the colors. They have the colors of the Super Bowl. Oh, goodness. Why is she calling right now? When we go live, sometimes you have uninterrupted things. But anyway, they always have the colors. It seems like they always have the colors of the teams that are going to be in the Super Bowl. Like at the beginning of the season right now, they had the colors of the 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens. And I'm like, why? And so the thing is, people start catching on to that because it's been happening for the past 6 years that they had the same colors of the teams in the Super Bowl.
You really think that the game is rigged? Don't you think people will be rich by now?
They are rich. What are you talking about? They are very rich.
I would be gambling.
Vegas is rich.
I would be rich.
You haven't noticed it yet. That's why. Only reason why you even know about it because I brought it to your attention. So why would you be rich? You didn't even know about it.
I'm saying I would be rich because it's not rigged. I mean, who in their right mind is gonna put their life on the line playing football to say we're gonna lose?
All right, time out. All right. So back in the day, even still today, right? Back in the day, like maybe the 70s, 80s, whatever, pro wrestling, right?
Everybody knew that was fake.
No, they did not. People did not know that pro wrestling.
Well, I didn't know it was fake. I thought it was real.
Yeah,
I did.
A lot of people thought pro wrestling was real. And the honest thing is about it, the storylines are the fake part, the athleticism and all this stuff. People really get hurt doing, and have gotten killed doing pro wrestling. So it's sports. It's called sports entertainment, right? That's what it's
Yeah,
called.
but the NFL is
The
not
NFL is
rigged.
also sports entertainment. They fall under the same genre.
Jamal, do you think people really gonna go out their way? Do you think the
People
Texans,
train to do pro
you think
wrestling.
CJ Stroud really gonna go out there and lose a
Yes.
game?
Yes. Yes.
Facebook,
Yes.
help him.
Yes.
Help
I
him.
believe I'm sorry to think about because, like, you know, watching the Green Bay last night with Love, right? First half, they were playing really good. They were playing like they were really good. Then he started the second half. He started doing some questionable things. I'm like, wait a minute, why is he backing up? Why is he throwing the ball in that direction? He was just throwing the ball away. He didn't have to do that. I was like, what? And it seemed like they, you know, eventually, I started. Like, I got tired of watching the game because it seemed like it was just rigged for the 49ers to win. So I'm not gonna lie.
Well, who's playing today? It's Buffalo and who else?
It's Buffalo and I think the Lions.
Well, whoever it is.
No, Buffalo and
it
Lions.
is not the Lions. It's
no,
somebody else.
It's Kansas City Chiefs playing against Buffalo.
Okay,
and then the Lions playing against who are they playing against?
Well, for all being NFL, if you could please, whoever team is playing, do not let San Francisco nor what's your other team?
Ravens.
The Baltimore Ravens make the Super Bowl. Because my husband thinks it's rigged. And I don't believe that. I believe that the best man wins the game.
Best men, you mean?
The best men. Best team wins.
Okay. So hey, look, I don't look. If just the Ravens make it or the 49ers make it, you know, just one team make it, all right, I'm good. It's not rigged. But if both teams make it, it's rigged to me. I'm sorry.
We'll follow back up in 2 weeks?
Super Bowl? So yeah, it's rigged. So hey, that's
I still don't believe it's rigged, but hey, that's what the Saints fans believe that kind of stuff because it's rigged. They do their hokey pokey dancing.
Whatever.
So at any rate,
hold on, one more thing. Not only the reason why I say it's rigged too. Okay, look, think about this. College football, Michigan, right? Jim Harbaugh, the brother, you know, the older brother of the Harbaugh family, he won the college championship just now, right? Now, since he won, he's coming back to the NFL. Guess who he coached for while he was in the NFL? The 49ers. His brother, the younger brother, coaches for the Ravens. Wouldn't it be like a great story if the younger brother avenges the older brother's getting fired? The Ravens like play his older brother's team that fired him, and the Ravens win the Super Bowl. So and after that, hey, big bro, I avenge these people that fired you. Look, we both are champions. Now you coming back. We both back in the league. That's like a great story script.
You got it all written out, don't you?
I mean that's a great script. I mean, they really do a good job. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, we'll see who goes to the Super Bowl. And, you know, again, my husband believes that the NFL is rigged. I don't believe that because I can't see
I don't believe it's rigged yet. I don't think it's rigged yet. But if, like, I said, if the Ravens and the 49ers make it, but they both make it, yeah, it's rigged.
No. So, okay. Well, that's fine. We'll see. We got 2 weeks to the Super Bowl, and we'll do that. But we're not having a Super Bowl party, I guess, because the Texans didn't make it. But you know what? I'm so excited for the Texans. Again, I just have to say, go Texans and clap it up, clap it up, clap it up.
So you got somebody posted say, I'm a San Fran 49er for life, been living for the Liners since well before Jerry Rice. So let's go. Okay, Colleen, I appreciate that. My brother's a 49ers fan too. He's diehard too.
But let Jamal tell it that it's rigged, that y'all are already going to the Super Bowl because that's not what's supposed
y'all
to
going
happen.
to the Super Bowl.
That the 49ers are being
and the Ravens are going to win.
That you all
the Ravens are going to win. I'm sorry.
That you all are getting money to win, and the other teams are losing on purpose. I don't believe that, and I don't even think any San Francisco fans believe that. Talent is talent.
Hey, talent is talent, and money is money. You get
anyway,
paid.
we'll follow up on that in 2 weeks. Like I said, when we find out who's going to the Super Bowl. But what else we want to talk about today?
Okay, next topic. All right. So I don't know if you guys listening to what's that, 102.1 or
it was 102, Magic 102.
Yeah, Magic 102 if you're in the Houston area. Ricky Smiley.
The morning show.
The Ricky, basically, like depending on what state you're in, if you listen to the Ricky Smiley morning show, Ricky Smiley morning show, they had a topic that I thought was interesting, and we wanted to bring it up, and talk about it. It's children in stripper poles or the parents with stripper poles dancing.
They didn't call it a stripper pole, first of all.
They said pole dancing.
Pole dancing. There's
pole
a difference.
Dancing. Oh, same thing.
There's a difference between pole dancing and that other pole you mentioned.
What's the difference?
Pole dancing is exercise. It's like belly dancing.
What?
I said pole dancing is like exercise. It's like belly dancing.
So you do that with our kids?
What? Do what?
Pole dancing with the kids and show them how to do that?
I don't know how to do it myself. If
I'm saying you go to a class with them and they do it.
I'm saying, I'm just telling you.
I'm just asking. No, that's not, you're not answering my question.
Well, just think about a balance beam. I mean, the bars when you're doing gymnastics, right?
No.
That's the only difference between those poles.
Two different
is vertical
things.
and horizontal.
No. That's
so
two,
if you get
two different things. There's
those,
ballet dancing, which is an art, and then you have pole dancing in our culture today, which represents a negative.
That's the culture. That's the cultural thing. It depends on. It depends on who the person is. A pole in one country might be something different in another country.
No, a pole. It's the same thing in all countries. When people see a pole, they see.
Well, what about,
they know.
Well, what about pole vault? That's a sport, and it's
pole
a pole.
Vault.
It's a pole that they take it, and they take the pole, and then they jump on it.
They're not dancing around.
They jump on it.
Though. Or
they
dancing.
jump. They use a pole and they jump on the pole.
That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't build your argument at all. That doesn't
so
help.
What is your thoughts about pole dancing? Would you take your children pole dancing?
I mean, you could tell in the inflection of my voice that I wouldn't.
So why you ask me would I?
Because you seem making it seem like you would.
I'm just telling you what. There's a difference between pole dancing and the other pole dancing.
There's a difference between the pole dance and the other pole. So you saying you wouldn't then?
I don't know how to pole dance.
I'm saying, but you can learn. That's how you can have classes.
Well, maybe I need to go to a class and learn. Would you let me go?
With our kids?
Would you let me go?
With our kids?
Would you let me?
Are you taking our kids? That's what I'm asking you.
I'm asking you, would you let me take my kids?
No. Before I even allow you or not allow you, what are you going to do?
Well, first I'm going to ask you, can I take the kids pole dancing?
So basically, you see how she tried to be political. She don't answer the question directly. But anyway, of course I'm not going to let you do it, but you try to get a rise out of me. But anyway, pole dancing is, it's like, in our culture right now, what it represents, unfortunately. And I don't think it's a good activity for a mother and her children to do. If you want to do something like that as a grown person, you do it by yourself. Don't take your kids with it, because again, our culture.
On Ricky Smiley, he said that they had a pole dancing party for mothers and kids.
Not him.
No, not him. But I'm saying he said it was somebody else.
It was a company.
Oh, it was a company.
They promoted. They had like a special. And the thing is, sometimes this is what I notice about social media in today's time, and just like people, they do things to get a rise out of people. They know that people will talk about it. Like we're talking about it right now. Ricky Smiley's talking about it, and you probably have a group of people in that area that's talking about like, no, we ain't gonna do that's wrong. But that's the point. It's a good marketing strategy. Like, maybe they are for it or against it. They don't care. But the fact is, people are now talking about their business.
And for the record, I would not go pole dancing nor take my kids.
I don't know about it. Now you got me questioning.
But I will say we will go to the gymnastics and do the, they do have the poles on that you put your hands on. I forgot what you call them.
It's called the balance beam.
No, I know what a balance beam is. No, that's not. I said the thing where it's like two poles and you hold on like
that's
this.
That's a balance beam.
That's not a balance beam.
Okay, what is it then?
What is that thing called? Where you not that you swing on.
It's a bar. Okay,
it's whatever. 2 bars. Maybe
so you gonna do that and break your neck? That's what you gonna do.
I'm athletic, so I'm not gonna break my neck.
You'll break your neck. You're doing it.
I'm athletic, but no, I disagree with anybody taking their children to swing down and slide down poles or dance on poles. But some people think it's exercise, so.
Yeah,
and you know
it's wrong. I don't care.
But wait. Let me say this.
I'm saying it. If it's an adult, I stand for that.
And it's
wrong.
A class for pole dancing.
Actually, if you're an adult,
think about climbing a pole. How much muscle you have to use to climb a pole?
Yeah, as an adult,
how much muscle? Your core. Yeah, yes. You have to keep your core tight to climb a pole.
You can get exercise as an adult.
From a pole. So you'll be okay with me going to pole dancing class by myself?
Yeah, we can put one in our room and you can show me what you learned.
Okay. All right, so that's your incentive.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay. We can do that. All right.
Okay. So next thing. Okay. All right. So it's a topic. Okay, it's a topic here, and I don't know if it's really controversial. Again, it's just something that kind of happened. One thing about this show that we want to do is not only do we talk about current events, but we talk about things that we actually experience in daily life. So. So I go outside right now and see something like, wow, that's interesting. Let's talk about it. So this is where this topic has come from. We literally not too long ago went outside of our house and saw this happen. So we thought, why not talk about it? And so the topic is, should a baby be Christian if the couple is not married? Why or why not? So first,
say the question again.
The question again is, should a baby be Christian in a church if a couple is married
What's the
or not
definition? What
married.
does Christian mean?
Yeah.
What is Christian?
This is what I would like really to have like a back and forth. I wish somebody would actually comment. I see a few people. Colleen was on here, and my pal EJ, that's Edmundo, and then they're on here. They were on here, but I wish they would comment some more. What do you think? What do you think a christening is to begin with? I'll ask somebody to answer that question. What is a christening?
Well,
What do you think a Christian is, babe?
Well, I grew up Baptist. I'm still I guess I go to a Baptist church right now. I'm a Christian. And from all my teachings and upbringing, it's when the pastor takes the baby with the family, they go up to the front of the church and he blesses the child. And that's about it. He just prays over the child, gives him his blessings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's all I think a Christian is.
That's all I think a Christian is?
I think it's a prayer over a baby.
Prayer over a baby? Okay. In front of
the congregation.
Okay. That's cool then. All right. So I think, to be straight up and honest with you, that's basically what a christening is from my experience too. I grew up Baptist, but of course I had, for me anyway, I had the chance to experience other denominations, other denominations. I always had Jesus at the forefront. I've always have had the Most High God at the forefront. I never wanted to go, any other religion besides, the Holy Bible, basically. Although I grew up Baptist, I'm not currently Baptist. I'm a man that follows the truth of God. That's, that it was in the Word of God. So when it comes to Christianity, unfortunately, it's not biblical. It's not. You'll never go into the Bible and see anybody being Christian. For the most part, it's like it's not being saved or anything like that. It's just nice. It's a good gesture, but it's not biblical. It's not in the Bible. And you don't have to be a pastor to say that it's not. It's just plain and simple. Being a Christian is not in the Bible. But it is a good gesture that we do what we have accepted. It mainly came from the Catholic Church, but it's nothing wrong with it. What I say, but it's not in the Bible. And so the topic is, most of the time for what I've seen, when babies do get christening, most of the time the couple is married. It's a married couple, and it had not only is a married couple there, but both sides of the family are there. Is a really beautiful thing because you had two families there that saying they're going to be there for the child if something happens to the parents. You have godparents involved, and so it's really beautiful. It's a great gesture. And so my question is, do you have to be married for this to happen? Do you have to, or can you, two adults or young people go up there and say, you know what, we had a baby. Can a baby still be Christian? Can you still go through that process without the process of marriage?
I think you can, because I'm like, a Christian is for the baby. It's a blessing for the baby. So despite if the parents are not married, I mean, because what if the mama just took the baby up there by herself? So you saying a baby can't be Christian without having two parents? I don't think so, because like I said, it's nothing to do with the parents, more so the baby. That's my opinion. Okay. I don't think you have to be married to get your child prayed for.
Have you ever seen that though?
Have you ever seen a baby?
A mother going up to have the baby christened? Now, I mean, like I said, I'm pretty sure it has happened. Like, I know.
But we have to know the statistics because, for instance, we didn't even get Trinity Christian at all. So that's a 50-50 chance right there.
No, but I know, our son's been Christian. We have participated. Our second child, she didn't get Christian. But the thing is, though, I personally have never seen it where somebody like a baby got Christian and the couple that goes up there is not married. I've never seen a single person do it and got married.
Well, since you said it's not in the Bible anyway, it shouldn't even matter, right? Whether a single person go up there, a married person go up there. Basically, what you're saying is Christian is just a cultural or a religious thing.
It's a tradition.
A tradition. You saying it's a tradition. So either way, it doesn't matter.
Either way, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because it's a tradition. You say it's not in the Bible. You say you can't find Christian anywhere in the Bible.
No, you can't. It's not in the Bible.
So then, if that's the case, it doesn't matter.
That's actually a logical point there. So I guess it doesn't matter. But although, okay, I guess that's our conclusion, the Holloway's conclusion about it. But I love, like, whether if you're on the video right now or later, if you see this, if you get to this part, We definitely would like to comment on it. I would like to know your opinion on it. Should the baby, if a baby gets Christian, is it encouraged that the couple be married, or if they're not married, should they forego christening? It's again,
And
it's an
I
opinion.
think too
It's just an
that
opinion.
before it happens, I think that the mother and the father or whomever should be educated on why they're doing it, because I think we're at a time now where people do things because they see it and don't even know why they're doing it. They're like, oh, I want to get my baby Christian, have no clue why. They just want to go up to the front of the church and be seen. So I that's what I think. I think it's okay to do it, but at least be educated and know why you're doing something.
That's amazing. That's I'm glad you said that. That's another thing that we do a lot of times. Sometimes that because we see other people do something, our tradition is so heavy in the church. We just do it just because we see others do it, but we have no history, no biblical understanding of why we're even doing it. And an experiment happened. Again, I hate to say, I'm not trying to offend anybody like this, but some scientists a long time ago, they did an experiment with monkeys, right? And so what they did with the monkeys is they had a group of monkeys there, and they had some bananas in the middle of the cage. And then what happened was, anytime one of the monkeys would try to go get the bananas, the scientists would spray a water hose and shoot them back. And they just kept doing it, and they shoot them back. And so then after that, what they did was they eventually took, I think it was like 5 monkeys. Just say that, I was giving a number, 5 monkeys. They took 3 of the monkeys, the old monkeys out, put 3 new monkeys in. And then after that, the new monkeys, they'll go try and get the bananas. And the 2 other monkeys will come beat them down, just stop and prevent them from trying to get the bananas. And after doing this, observing this so long, they eventually took the original monkeys out and put the other monkeys in. Some new, so all the monkeys were new at one point. It was completely like 5 new monkeys. So when the other 2 monkeys tried to go get the bananas, then 3 other monkeys came and started beating them down. And then the monkeys are in there now. They don't know why not to go get the bananas. They just do it off of tradition or off a habit. Why should they don't even know why not to, why they're doing it. So I think some traditions in church that we do is like we lost the history of why we do it. We don't know why we do it. We just do it because other people have been doing it for so long, and so we had to get back to the root of why we do things in church.
Speaking of that, what are some other traditions that you say go on in church that are not biblical or we shouldn't be doing? What other traditions?
Okay. So let's name one for me. What do you think? Name a tradition.
Well, you were like complaining or whatever the word is. I don't know if it's complaining, but we went and we heard a pastor preach, and at the end of his sermon, he said Merry Christmas. But you took it out of context, because when he was saying Merry Christmas, he was just speaking on like saying, yeah, we talk about Merry Christmas out here. The world probably sees it as, Santa Claus, what have you. But he said Merry Christmas, the Savior is born. That's happy. You know what the definition of Merry is?
What's the definition of Merry?
Merry is to be joyful, to be happy. So when he was saying Merry Christmas, he was like, we're excited, Jesus is born. We celebrate. Now he's not necessarily born December 25th, but this is a day that we're using to celebrate Jesus's birth. And so we say Merry Christmas, not to say this is a worldly way of saying we believe in Santa Claus and all this stuff, but Merry Christmas. We're happy that Jesus was born. This is the day we're going to celebrate it.
Okay. And then again, going to my original thought, why is it that we celebrate? Why do we celebrate it on this day? Why do we choose December 25th to celebrate Jesus' birthday?
Same thing. We choose January. We choose the second Monday of January to celebrate Martin Luther King birthday.
Why?
That's just the day they chose to celebrate it.
That's just the day.
That's just the day they chose to celebrate. That's not his actual birthday.
No, so what's that? The thing is, you have to know why. I mean, there's always a reason why. It's not this. Oh, we're just going to decide to do it. There's a reason why they chose
January 25th. I mean, December 25th. They chose.
It wasn't like, oh, let's just celebrate on December 25th.
So why do we celebrate?
Like there's a reason why they came up with it. That's the whole point. And so, but the thing is, when you get back to the context and history of it, like, oh, that's why they celebrate Christmas on that.
So why do they celebrate it on December 25th instead of December 24th?
Oh, why is it? Do you really want to know?
Yeah, I want to know, why do they celebrate December 25th instead of, or either December 29th? Why didn't they choose January the 1st?
Well, the reason why they decided to represent celebrate Jesus' birthday on December 25th because originally it was a pagan holiday. It was a pagan holiday of festivals.
So you saying December 25th was a pagan holiday?
Yes, it was originally. Originally that's what it was.
Well, what did they do on that pagan holiday?
Okay, so you really want to know?
I'm just like, a day is a day to me. You could say we could say Merry Christmas on December the 1st.
So it's December 25th. Before before Christianity was a major accepted religion in the world, in the Roman Catholic, in Rome, what happened was like that would be a day they would have, they'll have adult. They do adult. I'm just going to say it because we are
now Christian don't have nothing to do with that.
No, but this is the thing though. What they did was on December 24th, they would do adult things, get drunk, and and they'll have a lot of they do a lot of adult things.
A party,
a big party, but even beyond the party, it'd be both hetero and homo. That's what they would celebrate December 25th for, and I can't think of the name. I think it's like the month of Saturn or something. I can't remember. Basically, it was basically it's a winter solstice period. That's basically what it was pagan, and so that's what they did in Rome, right? And so when Christianity came and took over, it was the dominant religion. But the thing is, the pagan people, they still wanted to celebrate their holidays, like the Christmas, the Easters, and all that stuff. They still want to keep those holidays. So what the Catholic Church did to, make a compromise, they say, you know what, we'll just cover these holidays with our religious people. Like we put Jesus here on this, on December 25th. We'll have on like Easter, Easter instead of we'll say Christ's birth, but it's a rabbit. People don't even know what a rabbit means. It's fertility.
We don't do rabbits. We don't do bunnies. I mean, we do it for fun, but we know why we celebrate Easter.
We do it for fun, but the thing is, that's the fertility god. It was pagan. So
my thing is, we don't do pagan stuff. We don't. We know why we do things. We know why we celebrate Christmas. We know why we celebrate Easter. We know every holiday that we celebrate, why we celebrate.
Yeah, but it's covering up another holiday.
So to say Merry Christmas, what's wrong with saying Merry Christmas? Tell me that. What's wrong with saying Merry Christmas?
Is it? I mean, you saying it's Christ's birthday, right?
No, I'm saying what's wrong with saying Merry Christmas?
But you saying Merry Christmas to celebrate Christ's birthday, right?
Yes.
Is it Christ's birthday?
Yes, it's not his actual birthday.
That's the point.
No,
that's the point.
What's wrong with saying?
How can you celebrate something you don't know the day?
Okay, then fine. When I say Merry Christmas, I mean Happy Jesus.
You say Happy Jesus, but you don't say that though. You say Merry Christmas.
Okay, I'm asking you a question.
You can say Happy Jesus every day.
You can say Merry Christmas every day.
So why even say it on December 25th?
I can say December 24th. I can say today Merry Christmas.
Why can't you? That's the whole point. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic right there. But just the fact it is, we do have traditions that we don't even know why we do it because we don't know the history of. We've forgotten those things, and so I think that for the most part, that we really should research why we do the things that we do, in the church. Not just do it just because we see other people or even our family that why do we do this?
Oh, what's going to be a good topic about tradition that's not related to church?
What's that?
Democrat versus Republican.
That's gonna be a super good topic
because
I really want to have an audience for that. I really do.
We'll wait till we get closer to election time, I guess, because
I really do want to.
Maybe
that
the
would
month
be good.
Let's see, leading up, maybe starting in October, we could talk about politics.
Uh-huh.
But in the tradition of Black family, how we have been raised and trained to vote a certain way. But we don't have to go there today. We don't open.
We don't have to go there right now. But that would be a really great topic, I think.
And then our last topic, because I don't need it, I have it.
Okay.
When Jamal and I first started doing this, I guess you want to call it marriage ministry. We started when we were probably just got married.
We just got married.
We just got married and started doing marriage ministry, and we enjoyed it. We loved it. We still enjoy doing it. We just don't currently have a marriage ministry that we're over at this point, because I don't know why.
The thing is, we still give marriage advice. We've been trained to, we're taking classes to mentor other people wanting to get married. we've been trained to do this.
And a lot of this is experience. We've been through quite a bit, so we're
we have
able
13
to.
years of experience of being married, being together.
And I guess what stood
with
out,
the district trainer,
right? What stood out made our ministry a little bit different from the traditional was that Jamal and I are very transparent and open. Where what you see is what you get. The way we act right now is how we act every day. If not, we might act a little bit more crazier off camera. But we like to talk about real issues that everybody faces, and that usually people were, afraid to talk about, don't want people in their business. But we felt like the only way to grow and to get better is to let people know what you're going through. They might be able to help you out, or you might be helping them out without even knowing it. So we've always been that way, very transparent. So every time we have one of our live videos, we do want to hit on some topic relating to marriage, some kind of way. So today our marriage topic is, when do you know you are with the one you want to marry? When did you know you were with the one you wanted to marry?
Okay. So when did you know?
When did I know? Or do you want to go first?
Okay. Well, before I even give that answer though, so some people, I've heard some people say, a man should know if he's, with the one he wants to marry. He knows in the first 6 months. He knows within a year. What do you think?
I think you can know if you want to marry somebody within 6 months.
Within 6 months, if
I
you
think
want to know, you think you know all the information. You don't think they might be trying to save face, like they hiding some stuff from you in 6 months?
I mean, you can hide stuff in 6 years. People are still hiding secrets. 6 years in, people go into their grave hiding secrets. So, but I think if y'all are both in the Word and both have a personal relationship with Jesus, that I don't think it takes more than 6 months to know this is who I want to marry.
Okay, I think that's true. Honestly, it's going to that again before we give our answer. When did I know I wanted to marry Ashley? Is the reason why I think it's hard for that question is because we're not trained to to know, or we don't have a culture right now, and I don't care what, you can be black, you can be white, Spanish, whatever culture you are, whatever nationality that you are. Well, not, I mean, some nationalities do, but for the most part, American culture right now does not have you should know by a time frame when you should know when to marry somebody. We don't train our children up or nothing like that. We in our society, unfortunately, it's about individualism, which unfortunately, it's I think is actually hurting us. But it used to be a point to where the husband and a mother and a father, they would say, hey, this is like a child will come to the mother and father. Mom, how did you know when you love daddy? Daddy, how did you know when you love mommy? And they'll tell them, this is how I know, and this is what I did. And then, and that culture has not been reciprocated throughout the years. Right now, it's just like, okay, well, I watch TV and get my inspiration from that. And that's how I learn. And that's why I think I know what to get married. And now it's just to the point now in culture, it's like, why even get married? What's the point? We could just, live together, do adult things and have a baby. And then again, that makes us more individualized. We only care about ourselves. We don't care about each other. Like the man only cares what he can get out the woman. The woman only cares about what she can get out the man. I even tell, growing up, right? And unfortunately, I heard this from many other men too, across, the South in general. And it's black, white, whatever. When I was growing up, when I was teenagers in my early 20s, the definite funny thing, my pastor said the same thing. This is why I want to say this. Growing up as a young man at the time, so-called to be called a man among other men or family, other men, you had to date so many girls or have relations with so many girls to be considered a man. And in some areas of the South, even have children. Like, you ain't a man until you had a kid. Like, that was the culture that a lot of young men have grown up on. And that's black or white, unfortunately. Just having relations. That was the top thing to do. And from that, and I'm from that generation, and even my generation before me, you have families, like you have brothers and sisters, half brothers and half sisters out there that that are all over the place. But from that culture, from men being taught, you need to have as many relations with as women as possible. And so that culture has really hurt, you know, what like that's the reason why society is like what it is today, because of that culture. Because you have like a lot of children that do not know who their fathers are. You have like a lot of mothers who have not told them who their fathers are. You see it like look at what's that paternity court.
Hmm.
If you just watch maternity court and you see all these cases of of men and women not married or married or they're cheating, whatever. And the culture is, I'm just gonna get mine, have sex, whatever, have a baby, whatever, and I don't care what the consequences are until the child gets to adult and want to know who their other parent is. That's our culture right now, and that's honestly that needs to. I believe that needs to change. So we need to get back to parents saying, "Hey, this is when I knew I loved your mother," or mommy to tell the daughter, "This is when I knew I loved your dad, and he was the one." And we had to get back to that culture. But
So, which leads us back to the question: when do you know you are ready to marry?
hmm So this is when I knew I was ready to. Well, Ashley was the one for me. Personally, for me, I knew within about 2 weeks. Was it 2 weeks or a week and
Yeah,
a
you
half?
told me in 2 weeks.
Yeah, two. Yeah, I told her that I loved her in about 2 weeks, and I knew. I just knew, from a personality. I knew, like, I really felt like the Holy Spirit was saying, like, she's the one. You need to go ahead and lock this up as quickly as possible. Now, just because I felt the move of God or Holy Spirit talking to me doesn't mean we didn't have our share of problems. Life still happened. But was there happiness? Definitely. Not only was there happiness, though, that's the thing. Not only was there happiness, there was a joy in that decision. It's like, because I knew, like, when I woke up in Christ, like when I first woke up and I really wanted to like live right and do the best I can to get as close to God as possible, and that's all I cared about. That's what I was searching for. And then when I met Ashley, it was like, okay,
You couldn't resist.
yeah, I couldn't resist. It's like I really, it was like, we were talking, and man, she had all the qualities that I was looking like, man. It's like, man, this is like, a godly woman here. And not only is she godly, she's funny, and she meets all those other, and I'm attracted to her. But it was like I just felt like,
Oh, you making me blush.
I just felt like, oh, man, she has to be the one. I've never felt like this with anybody else. I've dated other people, of course, but I never felt this way to tell them I love them within 2 weeks or even at all. And so I was like, we can make something happen out of this. And then you want to tell what's the funny thing about that? Even though I felt all this stuff, right? Even after I felt all this stuff, she still broke up with me.
I had to give him a little tap tap, had to give him a little urgency because this boy was playing. I was like, you know what? I was in nursing school during the time and I was getting ready to graduate. And I don't even know what happened, but I was like, this is not gonna work.
Yeah, she had the nerve.
I
After
broke
I
up.
told her I loved her, and I confessed my everything. Now I didn't propose to her, but I loved her. I knew she was the one.
And I broke up with him for it was probably like 2 hours. I don't even know if it was 2 hours, but it was so cute how he came back. He was like, as soon as I was about to move to Houston, you break up with me. That was the first time I ever heard him get mad or anything. I was like, oh, and I felt bad. I said, okay, we can get back together.
Yeah. So we really, as an American culture, honestly though, we need to start really teaching our children, what the benefits of marriage are, what some things to look for, and not just depend on the bad culture. Because we know we have, the sex music and the sex TV and all that stuff, and that's the fake love and superficial stuff. But we really like, your parents should be your advice givers on what to look for in a potential mate. And if you don't have a parent, say if you don't have a mother or father, you should definitely look for somebody that has like that's at least been married or has some type of experience dealing with marriage, where they can help you out.
And I was gonna say, I don't think that we can put a timeline on how long you should date somebody before you marry them. But I think a year is plenty of time to get to know a person. I don't believe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. You still don't know. That's a long time to not know if you want to marry somebody. And I feel like that's a waste of time as well. Like if you don't know if you want to marry me and we've been together for 5 years, then maybe we need to separate because I'm really wasting my time in this relationship. You don't know me yet.
But
And
really, the truth of the matter is they both are wasting their time. They just got what happens is with couples, they grown to get comfortable with each other. It's like, okay, well, I'm not, I don't want to marry her because then I really would be locked down. But I got this much right now, so I'm comfortable with it. And I honestly, I'm gonna be real. And I hope well, if I offend somebody, I offend somebody, but I'm not trying to offend anyone. But I think women like say, hey, um, if they should go ahead and set the expectation out when they're dating. Not I'm not dating just today. I'm dating to get married, and that's women, but men too though. But because a lot of times I see women where they're waiting for the man to propose, and they're just dealing with it, and the man never proposes. We're the one that proposes a marriage. And now I've seen it's getting, a few cases where women they're tired of waiting, so they get on one knee and try to propose to the man, which is completely like what
Out of order.
yeah, it's like the Bible says a man leaves his mother and father and finds a wife, not a wife leaves her mother and father and finds a husband. That's not biblical. So when a woman propose, like I can never tell, like I'll never say have my son like so. Hey, she proposed to you. She got on one knee. I can't go. I can't flow with that. I'm sorry. It's not no no. So yeah. So we had to get back to that culture to where it's like okay, I'm gonna let my kid know. You know this is what you look for in the mate, and then just not waste each other's time. I mean, really let people know what you expect. And that's another thing. People don't have expectations. They just go, oh, let's have fun. I got a good vibe. Yeah, we vibing. If it's good, okay, we have sex. All right, yeah, says, and then a baby's born. Oh well, I mean, and then the baby born, your whole person. I wasn't in here for this. I was just here for the vibe and having a good time. And I was a baby and responsibility kick in. But you should have thought about that before you had sex. And that's the problem with our culture. Don't use a vibe. Like look, I'm going into this to start a family because I love you and I want to accept the responsibility. Don't shun away from the responsibility if you're not expecting it.
Mhm.
So
I like the word expectation too. So when you are dating, you do have your expectations. I'm not look. You tell them up front. I'm not here to waste your time. I don't want you to waste my time. Give them it's A, B, C, and D. Yes or no. You just give them their questions right out and back. Do you do this, this, and this? I mean, they can't lie to you at the end of the day, but at least they know you serious. And then from there, just continue to get to know one another. And the truth, long as if you both are worshiping God, the same God, I believe the Holy Spirit will let you know, hey, this is the one, or hey, this is not the one. So again, no timeline, but the key to it all is set expectations. Make sure you both are serving the same God, and then everything else will fall into play.
and as my pastor said to the ladies, yeah, keep y'all gates closed. Keep y'all gates closed.
Well, y'all stop coming to the gates. The gates
don't
don't have to
open the gate. Don't open the gates. Keep the gates closed.
Well, stop driving to the gate. Stay in your parking space. Talking about keep your gates closed. Y'all up there coming to the gate trying to, and then the thing is, she is trying to keep her gate closed, but you steady budging in, like basically just driving straight through the gate that's closed. And even after she's trying to keep them closed.
Oh boy, here we go. But anyways, though, I think we pretty much covered our topics, for right now.
Mm-hmm. It was fun. Hopefully we get more feedback. We'll be back on next week, 12 p.m., same time, same place, Coffee with Jamel and Ashley. If you have any topics that you would like us to discuss or interact with us in, please put it in the chat. Again, we enjoy doing this. And you have anything else you want to say?
Yes. Go
Buffalo?
Yeah, go Buffalo Bills. Go anybody except Ravens or 49ers.
And I say it doesn't matter to me. My team, I feel like the game we just played was my Super Bowl.
I was hoping Texas could win. They're not gonna enjoy it more, but anyway.
All right, you Saint fan.
Yeah, I'm a Saints fan, and now I'm starting to believe that was rigged too when we won a championship.
Bye-bye on that note.
All right, bye.
Okay, your live stream has ended. Post for 30 days. Oh, she texted and said we put meat on the grill in case y'all want anything on there. Oh. Now we can go change and go to Home Depot. Give me your thing. Hey, we was doing our Facebook Live video when you called. Oh, we was talking about football. We was talking about Ricky Smiley. He's the stripper. You know, he said not stripper pose, but
dancing.
We was watching the Ricky Smiley, listen to the Ricky Smiley morning show, and he said that they opened some type of venue where moms can take their kids pole dancing. So we were discussing that.
Should the baby get Christian? 1 second.